Good morning, everybody. Can you hear me, beta?
ओह, इससे मेरा क्या, मैं खुद ही उठ जाऊंगा। अल्लाह मुझे उठाए।
Good morning and assalamu alaikum, class 10. Can you hear me, beta? Walaikum salam, Unsila. Can you hear me, beta? Girls and boys, I'm not getting your answer. Walaikum salam, beta. Walaikum salam, everybody. Kindly reply me. Can you hear me all? Beta, today actually we are facing a poor internet connection. That's why you may face a little bit problem in today's class. But kindly, okay, Nisha, okay. Okay, now rest of the students, can you hear me, beta? All of you? Okay. Right now in today's class, including me, there are only 9 participants, and I think we should wait for a few seconds for the other students, then I'm going to start my today's lecture, okay? So how are you all? I hope you all must be in touch with your studies. And particularly, I will talk about your English subject. Have you started your learning and practicing your English grammar or not? Okay, I think we should start our lecture now. There are only 8 participants because ninth one is me. And I have asked you this thing in your last working day that kindly motivate each other, your friends, to join the class, to attend these classes very promptly and very regularly. But you people are not taking these things very seriously. Uh, okay, now Ramisha has just joined us. Okay, so we are going to start today's lecture. So today we are going to have our lecture number 54 and date is 1st December 2020. Just a minute, let me check the waiting room. Students are just joining the class. Okay, Fozia, but you have fulfilled your responsibility, it's enough. Now it's their choice, either they are going to attend their classes or not. Okay, so today we are going to have our lecture number 54 and date is 1st of December 2020. And today I have, let me tell you that this ongoing week will be your English language week, okay? Class 10, I am repeating that this ongoing week will be your English language week. The 3 classes that we are going to have in this week will be of English language. Then inshallah, coming week will be our literature week, okay? So what does it mean? It means that the assignments that you are going to get this week will be of English language, and you are supposed to do those assignments in your English language journal. So it means that on the date that we have given you for the submission of your assignments is, I think, Friday, 4th of December. So you people are supposed to submit your English language journals because this ongoing week is your English language week. That's why you will get your English language assignments that you are supposed to do in your English language journal. So in this week, we are going to get your English language journals for your checking, okay? Then in the next week, you will give me your literature and so on. So let's start the lecture. Okay, the topic that I have included in today's class is very important topic, and I hope you all will listen to me very carefully, and if you feel any kind of problem or any kind of confusion, you can ask me again and again. But kindly make your confusions very clear, because this is very important topic. Okay, the topic is narrations, and narrations of what kind? Narrations optative sentences. Okay, in today's class I have included narrations optative sentences. Before I tell you about optative sentences, what are optative sentences, you people are going to give me the answer first. What are optative sentences, class 10? Who is going to give me the answer? Hurry up. Yes, Fauziya, you are right. Anybody else? What are optative sentences, class 10? Nobody is answering me except Fauziya. Okay, let me explain you myself what are optative sentences. Yes, Shifa. Yes, good, Unzila. Daniel, you are also right. But let me give you the definition of optative sentences in a detail. A slide is in front of you. You can read here. The sentences which express wish or desire or pray, etc., are called optative sentences. Okay, the sentences which express wish or desire or pray are called optative sentences. These sentences generally begin with may and end with a mark of exclamation, and examples are in front of you. May you live long, may God bless you, and so on. Okay, so what are optative sentences? Optative sentences are the sentences that express a wish, a desire, a pray, or it can be a curse as well. What does curse means? Curse means badua. Okay, it doesn't it's not necessary that operative sentences are only about pray. No, they can be about curse as well. इसमें दुआ भी हो सकती है और बददुआ भी हो सकती है. Okay, so the sentences which express wish, desire, pray or curse, they are called operative sentences. And let me tell you that these sentences generally, in most of the cases, these kinds of sentences start with, begin with may and end with a mark of exclamation. Now you have learned two important points about optative sentences. The first one is this, okay, in most of the cases, these optative sentences in most of the cases, these optative sentences usually start with may and they end up with a mark of exclamation. So kindly keep it in your mind that in exclamatory sentences we have mark of exclamation and in optative sentences as well. So there are two types of narrations where the sentence ends up with a mark of exclamation. The first one is exclamatory sentences that we have already done in our classrooms, in our physical classes. Now I am telling you another kind of narrations, optative sentences. They also end up with a mark of exclamation. Please, class 10, pay attention, pay proper attention towards these punctuation marks, because these punctuation marks will give you an idea about the kind and form of sentence. Okay, if you will not pay attention towards these punctuation marks, you will never get an idea about what kind and form of sentence is this. Okay, so all these punctuation marks like full stops, like question marks, like mark of exclamation, all these punctuation marks carry numbers, carry marks. If you will not pay attention towards these punctuation marks, you may lose your marks as well. Okay, so two important things that we have taught in today's class, that first of all, what are optative sentences? Optative sentences are the sentences that tells us about pray, wish, desire और कर्ज. ठीक है, दुआ, बदुआ, किसी ख्वाहिश का इजहार, these kinds of sentences are known as optative sentences. Second thing is that these sentences generally begin with may. As for example, may you live long, may God bless you, और इस तरह के सो ऑन बहुत से सेंटेंसेस हैं दैट वी मोस्टली यूज इन आवर डेली लाइफ. ओके, so these kinds of sentences, when we have may, it means that it's an optative sentences, and optative sentences end up with a mark of exclamation. Acha, one more before I move forward, I want to tell you another thing as well. Sometimes we don't have. Uh, Sometimes we have a sentence that doesn't begin with may, but it's ऑप्टेटिव सेंटेंस. ओके, समटाइम्स हमारे पास ऐसे होता है कि हमारे पास ऑप्टेटिव सेंटेंस ही होता है दैट डजंट बिगिन विद मे, लेकिन वो मे से शुरू नहीं हो रहा होता है, बट इट इज नोन एज ऑप्टेटिव सेंटेंस बिकॉज वो सेंटेंस ही ऐसा होता है जिसको पढ़ने से यू गेट दिस आइडिया कि दैट इट इज अ प्रे, अ डिजायर और अ विश, and that then you get this idea that this is an optative sentence. I can show you an example as well. Let me show you an example. Uh, See, people said, God save the nation. The Prime Minister said, long live our democracy. See, these kinds of sentences are not beginning with may, but they are a prayer. बेशक ये may से start नहीं हो रहे हैं, but their meaning is understood that it's a kind of a prayer. So kindly keep this thing in your mind that it doesn't matter at all. It's not necessary कि optative sentences always begin with may. No, these sentences generally, yes, in most of the cases, these kinds of sentences begin with may, but it's not necessary, it's not compulsory that optative sentences should begin with may. Sometimes we have sentences that do not begin with may, but their meaning is understood that they are the sentences which express a wish, a desire, a pray, or a curse. I hope I am clear to all of you, class 10. Class 10, am I clear to all of you, beta? Did you get the idea about optative sentences? The sentences that begin with, that express a wish, a prayer, a desire, or a curse. These kinds of sentences are known as optative sentences. In most of the cases, optative sentences begin with may, but in few cases, these optative sentences do not start with may, but their meaning is understood that they are optative sentences. And these optative sentences always end up with a mark of exclamation. Okay, so now we are going towards our next slide. Rules of changing of narrations with optative sentences. Okay, here are few rules in front of us. There are 6 rules which are in front of us that we are supposed to follow while changing optative sentences from direct to indirect speech. Okay, let's see what is rule number 1. Rule number 1 is we change reporting verb like say, says, said into wish, wishes or wished, or pray, praise or prayed as per the meaning in the reported speech. When we will read that sentence that is given to us in direct speech, we will read that sentence. And after reading that sentence, we will get the idea that either the subject is a pray, a wish, a desire, or a curse. And then according to the mood of that sentence, we will change reporting verb. As for example, if the sentence is a prayer, we will say pray, praise, or pray. If the sentence is a wish, we will write wish, wishes, or wished. If the sentence is a curse, we will write cursed. Okay, it all depends upon the mood of the sentence. We have to change the reporting verb according to the mood of the sentence. Okay, what is rule number 2? Rule number 2 is we replace inverted commas by that. We all know this rule that when we change a direct speech sentence into indirect, we remove the inverted commas, and in place of those inverted commas, what do we write? We write that, conjunction that. Okay, let's move towards rule number 3. In direct speech, the structure is may plus subject. For example, I can show you the previous slide. See, may and the subject is you. This is the structure of direct speech. But when we will change that direct speech into indirect speech, what will be the structure? It will be like this: subject plus might. It means that may will change into might. Now, while changing this sentence into indirect speech, you will start it like this: you might live long. Okay, you might live long. Like, this subject will come first and may will be changed into might. Okay, rule number 4 is we replace mark of exclamation by full stop. This is very important rule that you are supposed to keep it in your mind. That while changing direct speech into indirect speech, that mark of exclamation will be of no use anymore. Okay, in place of that mark of exclamation, we will use full stop, or another name for the full stop is period. Okay, full stop को हम period भी बोलते हैं. So in place of that mark of exclamation, we will use full stop. Now, what is rule number 5? Rule number 5 is in sentences carrying good morning, good evening, verb said to is changed into wished. Okay. Now another rule is that whenever you have any optative sentence which is carrying good morning, good evening, that reporting verb will be changed into wished. And what is rule number 6? If any direct speech of optative sentence is carrying goodbye, goodbye will be changed into bade. Okay, these 2 points are very important that you must keep in your mind. Are okay, Fosya, beta, actually today we are going to face a very poor internet connection. There is a problem in school's internet connection. That is why there is a little bit problem in my voice. But I'm trying my best to deliver as good as I can. So kindly please okay, I know that there is a problem in today's internet connection, but kindly pay more attention towards the lecture and kindly concentrate what I'm telling you. We can't do anything with this poor connection, as you all know that we are living in Pakistan. In most of the cases, we face these kinds of problems. Okay, so kindly bear with it. इसको बर्दाश्त करिए और concentrate करिए what I'm telling you. Okay, uh, I'm going to explain you rule numbers 5 and 6 again. In direct narration, whenever we have good morning, good evening, good afternoon, the reporting verb said will be changed into wished. Peter, you can take snapshot of this slide as well. Okay, whenever we have a good evening, good morning, or good afternoon in optative sentence, direct speech, the reporting verb will be changed into wished. Okay, whenever you have good morning, good evening, and good afternoon, the reporting verb will be changed, that said will be changed into wished. Okay, whenever we have good night, goodbye, or farewell, that reporting verb said will be changed into bade. What is the meaning of bade? Bade means alvida. ठीक है, अलविदा कहना है उर्दू में. It means alvida. So I am repeating again that whenever we have good morning, good evening, or good afternoon, that reporting verb will be changed into wished. When we will have good night, goodbye, or farewell, we will change reporting verb into bade. Okay, now move forward. Would that sometimes in optative sentences the sentence start with would that also. When your optative sentence of direct speech is going to start with would that, reporting verb will be changed into wished. And if the reporting in the direct speech, the sentence is going to start with may you live long, may God bless you, may you enjoy healthy life. So these all are the sentences which are अप्रिय, ये दुआया जुमले हैं. The reporting verb will be changed into prayed, or you can say that it can be a curse as well. For example, I can say like this, may you die soon, Allah करे कि तुम जल्दी मर जाओ. So this is not a prayer, this is a curse. ये एक बद दुआ है. So instead of writing pray, you will write curse. And if your sentence is going to start with if word, acha, let me explain you that when an operative sentence is starting with if, these kinds of sentences are imaginary sentences. ये एक imaginary को क्या कहना चाहिए उर्दू में, एक मतलब एक ऐसा ख्याल जो कि सच नहीं हो सकता. फॉर एग्जाम्पल मैं ये कहूँ कि वुड दैट कायदे आजम बी अलाइव टुडे, काश कायदे आजम आज जिंदा होते. दिस इज एन इमेजिनरी सेंटेंस. ऑब्वियसली दिस कांट बी ट्रू, ये सच नहीं हो सकता. दिस इज ओनली माई विश एंड इमेजिनेशन. ये मेरा सिर्फ एक ख्याल है, मेरी सिर्फ एक ख्वाहिश है जो कि सच नहीं हो सकती. Okay, so these kinds of sentences you will change the reporting verb by changing said into wished. I am repeating again. Whenever you have good morning, good evening, and good afternoon, the reporting verb will be changed into wished. Whenever you have good night, goodbye, or farewell, that reporting verb will be changed into paid. Okay, if the sentence is going to start with would that, that reporting verb will be changed into wished. If the sentence is in a prayer, you will write prayed. If the sentence is carrying a curse, you will write curse. So, is it clear till here, class 10? Am I clear to all of you? Kindly reply me, beta, so that I can move forward. Okay, okay, okay. So we are moving forward now. Okay, here are few examples. Here are few examples in front of you, and after going through these examples, inshallah, your concepts will be more clear. Let's see the first example. A teacher said to me, may you get success in life. Obviously, after reading that sentence, I got this idea about the mood of the sentence, that it's a prayer. ये एक दुआ है, ये एक उस्ताद की अपने तालिब इल्म के लिए दुआ है. It's a prayer. तो what, yes, you can write like that as well, that it's a wish as well. For example, I am wishing you all, I wish that you all get success in life. This is my prayer and a wish as well. At the same time, this sentence is of two types, either a prayer or a wish. यहाँ पे मैं अपनी ख्वाहिश का भी इजहार कर रही हूँ कि अल्लाह ताला आप लोगों को कामयाबी दे, और आप लोगों को दुआ भी दे रही हूँ कि आप लोग कामयाबी हासिल करें. So the reporting verb can be of two types. It can be teacher wished and it can be teacher prayed as well. So don't get confused at all कि भाई ये क्या है. We are not getting the idea कि either this is a prayer or a wish. Beta, this is a prayer as well as a wish as well. So I can write it like this: the teacher wished or the teacher prayed. Okay. Now we are going to change this sentence into indirect speech. Teacher wished or teacher prayed that. You is the second person pronoun and it always goes towards the listener. So me is the listener here. The teacher wished or the teacher prayed that I may into might, I might get success in life. Okay, is it clear? Let's see example number 2. She said to her neighbor, may you die soon. So, after reading this sentence, we got the mood of the sentence that it is not a prayer, it is a curse. ये एक बद्दुआ है कि अल्लाह करे कि तुम जल्दी मर जाओ. So it's a curse. So instead of writing prayed or wished, I will write reporting verb cursed. She cursed her neighbor that he or she, the neighbor can be he or the neighbor can be she cursed her neighbor that he or she might die soon. One thing I want to make clear, that when you are going to change may into might, now you are not supposed to make any kind of change in the verb of the tense. Okay, ऐसा नहीं है कि आप died को आप died कर दें. No, there is no more change in the verb of that sentence required at all, because you have changed may into might. मे को माइट में चेंज करने के बाद आप मजीद इस वर्ब में कोई चेंज नहीं करेंगे. You will not make any kind of change in the verb of the sentence after changing may into might. If you are going to change die into died, beta, you will get 0. Okay, so kindly keep this thing clear in your mind that after making may into might, now there is no more changes are required in the tense. Okay, so he or she might die soon. Okay, example number 3. My friend said, yes, Wazia, very good, you are right. Yes, you are right, Fozia. Okay, my friend said, may God help you. Now, we will change this sentence like this. My friend prayed that God might help me. Okay, my friend prayed that God might, because we will bring the subject first, that God might help me. Okay. Number 4, I said to her, may you be happy in your life. Now you will write like this. I wished or I prayed that she might be happy in her life. Okay, ये pray भी हो सकती है. It can be prayer or it can be wish as well. I prayed or I wished that she might be happy in her life. Okay, beta, kindly tell me in the chat box, are these 4 examples clear to all of you? Should we move forward? Okay, so we are moving forward. Okay, class 10, we are moving forward now. Okay, now we have in front of us an exercise of optative narrations, and I am not going to give you the answers. You people will give me the answers, okay? Because I have explained you all the rules, and you have to keep all those rules in your mind, and you have to change these direct speech sentences into indirect speech. Let's take a start from the first sentence, and first sentence is, the subject said, long live the king. Okay, what is the meaning of subject? You can say in Urdu, subject means रियाया, लोग, कौम. यानी कि रियाया ने अपने किंग के लिए ये प्रे की कि वो लंबी जिंदगी गुजारे, वो ज्यादा अरसा जिंदा रहे. Okay, so how we are going to change this sentence into indirect speech? Who is going to give me the answer? Very good, Faiza. Fazia, beta, check the sentence. You have not given the right answer. Faiza, very good. The subject prayed, or you can say the subject wished that the king might live long. Very good. Anybody else who is going to give me the answer? Okay, that's what I always ask you, to read the question very clearly. There is no need to hurry. जल्दी की कोई जरूरत नहीं है बेटा. Read these sentences very carefully and then change them. Fazia, is it clear now? Beta, in front of me the screen is fine. How can you say that the screen is blurred? I think there is an internet connection at your side, beta. Check your settings because in front of me the screen is quite fine and clear. Okay, okay. So let's move towards sentence number 2. The Prime Minister said, "Long live our democracy." Who is going to give me the answer of this sentence? Yes, Faiza, you have made, yes. Harim beta, kindly make one correction in your answer. Who is given this answer? Let me check. Who is this? Huria. Yes. Huria beta, kindly make one correction. You have given the right answer. But the one thing that you need to be corrected is that the Prime Minister wished or the Prime Minister said that their democracy might live long because our will be changed into their unki. Okay, the Prime Minister wished or the Prime Minister prayed that their democracy might live long. Acha. Number 3. People said God save the nation. People said God save the nation. Hurry up. Very good, Faiza. People wished or people prayed that God might save the nation. People prayed or people wished that God might save the nation. Okay, number 4. I said, may her soul live in peace. Very good, Saad Khurram, beta. Rename yourself. I know you are Nabil Khurram, but beta, kindly rename yourself. Otherwise, I will be confused. Okay, who is going to give me the answer of the next sentence? Very good. I prayed that her soul might live in peace. Beta, I have opened the option now. You can change it now. Nabil, beta, I have given the option now. You can do it. He said, good morning, mom. Now, this good morning sentence, said will be changed into wished. This is what I have told you in my previous slide. He wished his mom good morning. He wished his mom good morning. Sentence number 6. Amin said goodbye, friends. Now you are going to change this sentence, beta. Very good. Shifa, wished hoga. Shifa, whenever we have good morning, good evening, we change that said into wished. But whenever we have good night, goodbye or farewell, we write bade. Okay? He Amin said goodbye, friends, and this will be like this. Amin bade his friends goodbye. Beta, I can show you the sentence as well, the slide as well. See, whenever you have good morning, good evening, good afternoon, that will be changed into wish. Whenever you have good night, goodbye, or farewell, that will be changed into bade. So Amin bade his friends goodbye. Yes, very good. Okay. Sentence number 7. Neha said to him, would that you were here at that time. Neha said to him, would that you were here at that time. Who is going to give me the answer of this question? Neha wished that he had been present there at that time. How I have changed it? Because I have shown you this slide where we have would that. would that changed into wished. Now see, Neha wished that you into him, he were into had been. Neha wished that he had been there, here into there, he had been there at that time. Neha wished that he had been there at that time. Is it clear, class 10? Okay, next sentence. He said, may you never get peace. Again, it's a curse. He cursed that you might or he might never get peace. He cursed that he might or you might never get peace. Class 10, you are not answering me, beta? Yes, very good, Fazia. Okay, see the next sentence now. She said, may God be on your side. She said, may God be on your side. Who is going to change this sentence? She said, may God be on your side. How will we change this sentence, class 10? Very good. She prayed or she wished that God might be on your side. Very good, Fazia. Very good. All of you who are answering. Okay. Next sentence is, old man said, would that I were young again. Now see, it's an imaginary sentence कि काश मैं दोबारा से जवान हो जाऊं. It can't be possible at all. ये नामुमकिन है. But it's a wish. It's an imaginary sentence. एक ख्याल है उस old man का. How we are going to change this sentence, class 10? Old man wished that आगे hurry up, class 10. No, 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 no. Let me tell you. Old man wished that he were into had been. We all know that in direct speech, whenever we have was or were, in indirect speech, it changes into had been. So it will be like this. Old man wished that he had been young again. Okay, he had been young again. Yes, was your right answer. She said, may you succeed in the examination. She wished or she prayed that you might succeed in the examination. She prayed that you might succeed in the examination. Very good, Shifa. The beggar said to him, may you prosper in your business. The beggar said to him, may you prosper in your business. The beggar prayed that he might prosper in his business. The beggar prayed that he might prosper in his business. The old lady said to her, may you live long. The old lady prayed that she might live long. People said, long live our Prime Minister. People prayed that their Prime Minister might live long. Uriya, beta, after changing may into might, word will not be changed. Why are you not getting me? It will remain live, first form, because you have changed may into might. So I hope I am clear to all of you. Class 10, kindly make practice of these sentences.